So I wanted to introduce you to my favorite homophobe in America. His name is Fred Phelps. He is the minister of the Westboro Baptist Church, which is most famous for touring the country and protesting the funerals of soldiers who have died in Iraq because they died for a country that supports homosexuality. He is crazy. But some people take him very seriously, which I think, and I contend, is actually a really big mistake. So to better acquaint you with Fred and introduce you just to what kind of guy he is, I wanted to play a couple clips. Here is a sermon that Fred Phelps gave literally 3 days after September 11th.
How many do you suppose of those 130 or so that died in the Pentagon were fags and dykes?
That's a good question. If I had a nickel for every time someone asked me that. And it depends on who you ask. If you ask the Pentagon how many gay people died during 9/11, they'd probably tell you 0. If you asked a social scientist, they would tell you between 5 and 10% of the population is gay at any given point in time. If you consulted with the Kinsey report, you would find that 33% of all men have at some point in their life had some form of homosexual interaction. So your options are A, 0, B, 5 to 10%, C, 33%, or D, all of them.
It's very likely that every last single one of them was a fag or a dyke or a fag enabler.
Okay. Allow me to clarify some terminology before we continue. Fag enabler is a more formal term for fag hag, and it is defined as anyone who doesn't actively kill gay people. So to give you a couple of examples, my mother, she's a fag enabler because according to Fred, she should have finished the job in my sleep some 20-some years ago. Another one, Huckleberry Finn. Albeit an entirely fictional character, his interactions with the other men in the novel that bears his name were far too faggy for him to be a non-fag enabler. Finally, Ja Rule, everyone. You might be surprised to hear that one of the more homophobic rappers in America is a fag enabler, but in fact he hasn't actually ever rapped or genuinely killed a gay man or woman, and therefore he's going to burn in hell when he dies. Now, this is merely one example of some of the more colorful terminology that Fred uses to refer to the enemy. Let me play another one.
Fags and fag wannabes.
Right. Fag wannabes are just everyone. If you think that you're not a fag wannabe, you are wrong. You can ask yourself a couple of questions. Have you ever spoken to a gay person before? Okay. Have you ever seen a gay person in person? All right. Have you ever looked at yourself naked in the mirror before taking a shower? You look because you're a fag. Let's play the next one.
Rumsfeld's Rump Rangers.
Rumsfeld's Rump Rangers was a division of the government that was in charge of just fucking Donald Rumsfeld while he was in office. He was the Secretary of Defense for the United States of America, which therefore made him a gay man. And typically they would come in 2, 3 at a time and just DP for hours at a time, apparently. I actually blame them for the Bosch invasion of Iraq, but that's another story. Play the next one.
Faggy looking turkey.
That's a gay turkey. It's just a gay turkey. I don't know what stereotypes a turkey would have to fulfill to be defined as a gay turkey. I think he might have gotten it confused. I mean, I guess before we eat them, you stuff their necks and not their buttholes. But either way. So the reason I call Fred Phelps one of my favorite homophobes is for a couple reasons. First is he's so clearly extreme and outlandish. that I actually think he helps legitimize the gay rights movement. I think every major movement in history has had either the individuals that oppose it and then the extreme psychopaths who really oppose what people are pushing for. I think that when two people with seemingly irreconcilable views, such as myself and a staunch evangelical Christian, when we both watch Fred Phelps, I think we realize we actually might have more in common than what we once thought. Also, he's one of my favorites is because he and I have a history. Fred came to my university senior year. I don't know if you ever heard of the Harvard of the Midwest, University of Michigan. He came to my university senior year to protest, among a few other things, a museum on campus that had a display that merely was showing sunglasses once worn by Elton John. So I helped organize a counter-protest to his protest, and it was interesting because I don't know if you've ever been to a protest before, but they get very boring. And the police department in Ann Arbor, they essentially put the two protests facing each other on the outskirts of campus. So we were protesting to each other. And after about maybe an hour or two, I found myself growing restless, and I started calling Fred and his whole family a bunch of fags. Thinking that I was just going to get a rise out of him or something. What was interesting though is at one point when I said it, he looked me straight in the eyes and he said, "I'm not the fag. Which is the shittiest comeback I've ever heard. But when he did it and when we made eye contact, I realized at that point that he wasn't homophobic. He was crazy. And so it was at that point that I decided I would never take this person seriously ever again.
This evil nation has smeared fag feces blended with fag semen and dag feces on the Bible.
Well, that one's true. I'll give you that, Fred. That's a lot of fags and dykes in this country. I'm sure it's one point or another, some feces and semen got on a Bible somewhere.